executed if this condition is satisfied, if this condition is true. If this condition is false, directly it comes to other statements. Okay, so this is the syntax for the, well, this is the working procedure of the if condition. If you read the flow chart, so here this is the variable declaration, then that variables declaration, after that we write the condition, and under condition we have the statements. If the conditions is true, this statements will be passed. We have other statements also, or continuation of the program. Okay, if this condition is failed, then directly it will come to the second part. So this is the first statement condition, and this is the second part of the body, like it is the programming second part. So if here we are doing, first we are initializing the variables. Here suppose a equals to 10, we assigned it. Okay, and then we are writing condition if a is greater than or equals to 10, print. Here in the statements we are writing like print a value. Okay, if the condition is false, then print a plus 10. So whatever the value we have for that, we are writing a plus 10. So this is the basic program. So first we initialize the value. Okay, and that a is told, a we are giving as 10, and the condition it was like a is greater than or equals to 10. Here we initialize the value, a is carrying value 10. So a is greater than or equals to 10 means as it is equals to 10, right? So because we are assigning a equals to 10, so a equals to 10, so this condition is satisfied. When this condition is satisfied, this move to the respective statement. So here we have the body, under body we have the statement, we have to print the value of a. So here it will print a equals to 10. If case this, if this is one case where it is the condition statement is passing, and again it is moving to the next body of the program, and here statements, in this statement if we are writing the print a plus 10 means a value is 10 and plus 10, so a equals to 10 to it will get printed. This is when, if the condition is satisfied. If the condition is false, okay, if the condition is false, then here whatever the value a is carrying, directly it is come out of the loop body, and it will print the next of the statements. Like we have the one statement that is out of the body, and that statement we, here we are mentioning that we have to print a plus 10. So a is 10 and b plus 10, which is equals to 20. So if this program runs successfully and if the condition is satisfied, then output is like first it will print 10, then again it will print 20. So two outcomes you are getting here. This is when it is true. This is when it is true. If it is false, then output will be directly 20. Directly it is showing 20. So this is like working procedure of the conditional statements. So here you can see. So that is the pattern of conditional, only if condition. If you take if else, syntax will be like this. For if it is syntax, for if inside brackets we have to write the conditions. If this condition is satisfied, that enter into the parenthesis, and we write the body of the program or body of the if condition. So whatever the statements we are making here, that we are writing here, body of the program. So this is if condition syntax. If you write if else, for if else, first we write the if condition. If this condition is satisfied, then respective statements will be printed. So this is, I am writing like body one. So this is the body one part will be executed if this condition is getting satisfied. If this condition is false, then so this is the uh, syntax for if else condition. And next we have nested if or ladder if. So inside if you write another if condition, that is what we call it as nested if or ladder if. So here if I mentioned one condition if, and inside the parenthesis again if I write one more condition, and inside condition again if I say one more condition, if this condition is satisfied, this respective statements will be executed. If this condition is satisfied, then only this inside if will be executed. If it is false, again we write the respective else conditions also. You can write here like this is with respect of if. Your wish, you want to represent the else condition or not, that's up to you. So this is else. Even for each if condition we can write else, or that depends on the requirement of the syntax for the nested if. So already you've seen all these kinds of tech programming things in your C language, that the same thing is happening here. Even the notations and the scripting is also same. See here, okay, I just opened R console. So in this one, I'm taking one variable age. Okay. So I'm just saving the age is something like 38. Okay, that is the variable initialization. Then if you can see here, if print age means we'll get the value of age variable is carrying 38 now. So if I say if age is greater than or equals to 18, inside that we are writing the program. So print so here if the person age is 18 or more, then that respective person can vote. So here age I was declared as 38. So this program is enter into the loop. So here age is 38. Okay. Then here what is the condition? If age is greater than or equals to 18. So here age is nothing but 38. So 38 is greater than or equals to greater than 13. So it is entered into the loop of the program, and there I was mentioned one statement print person can vote. So here this program is getting executed. So this is a basic if program. And if you write uh, same one with respect of if else, the marks I'm giving. So my uh, Let us assume that marks is given as 40. So 40 is the target variable. And if marks is greater than 40, then inside the parenthesis we are writing print passed. Else, okay. So there is few drawbacks with the R console. So this is what we can face the problems when we are doing R console. So that is why we are moving to the R Studio now. So because here while I'm writing the condition itself, if I press enter, then immediately it thought that we done our program and it got executed and it is showing that error. Okay. Again, I just continued the program. Then at the end, again it started taking from the beginning to end. Whatever we write the code, based on that, it is giving the reply. So here my marks is assigned as 40, and if the condition, if marks is 40, then student is passed. But here marks is equals to 40, and here the condition is greater than. So greater than 40 is not greater than 40. So this condition got failed. So it is came out of the loop and it is printing the else statement. So in else we have failed. So that's why we are getting it is failed. If I change the marks, marks equals to 35. Then again you run the program and so here we are doing the same program. This is our studio platform. So here I'm sending the marks. Marks equals to something like 40, or I take it as 29. Assume that. Okay. Once I declare this value, when I pressed enter, immediately whatever the variables we declared, that will be that will be presented here. Like it is, we call it as environment. So here few things we have to consider. So this whatever the scripting window is there, this is we call it as source code. Okay, this is we are writing here, we are writing the source code, and this we call it as environment. Okay, environment means it will, whatever the variable declaration and whatever the values we are assigning, that will be not only variables, that may be list, arrays, tuples, dictionaries, whatever we declare, that will be stored here. We can see here I was just assigned the marks is 29. So here you can see that marks variable, it's carrying variable value is 29. So like that you can see variable and respect to things like arrays, lists, dictionaries, respect to values you can see in the global environment. Okay, so here marks equals to 29, and if if marks is greater than 40, okay. So here I declared the marks is 29. So marks is the variable which is carrying marks 29. And here my condition is if marks is greater than 40, inside the loop or inside the parenthesis, I want to print it is pass. But here our marks is 29 and the condition it is mentioning that it is 40. So 29 is not greater than 40. So whatever the statement inside was there, that will be not executed, and whatever the statement is there inside the else condition, that will be executed. So inside the else condition, inside the else parenthesis, we have it is fail. So that is the reason we are getting here it is output is fail. So this is if else, if else, and nested if. Even if you write the nested if again, we can classify this. Like if he got passed, then what he's like whether he first class or second class or third class, like those things we can do here. So the program will be like this. So first I'll take the marks. Okay. So I'll assign some marks to the person. Suppose my score was 45 for X person. Okay. And here I am checking. First, I want to check whether that person is pass or fail. So my condition is if marks is greater than 40, then he feel like we feel it is pass. Else print failed. Okay. So once if it is done, if it is greater than or equals to 40, first we'll print pass. Then we'll check what is the score, like whether he was getting distinction or something else. Like so, if marks is greater than or equals to 75, inside this parenthesis, I am saying that print distinction. Okay. Again, we came out of the loop. I'll write clearly. If So this is the example for nested if. So here in the beginning itself, I was entering his marks, which is 45. So some X person marks is 45, and my program is like this. Like first one will check whether he will get pass or fail. So to get my pass marks is 40. So marks is greater than 40, then it will enter into the loop condition. So these are the complete loop statements from here to here, all this inside of the loop itself. So here first it will print pass, okay, because the score is 45. So 45 is greater than 40. So once if you take the first statement is pass, so here we'll get one output as pass. Then what, again it will check line by line. So if marks is greater than 45, so 45 is not greater than 75, so this will be not executed or it will be ignored. Again it will come to the next line. Again it will check where what is the score. 45 is greater than 60, no, so this is also not going to execute. So again it will check if marks is greater than 40. Yes, it is greater than 40, but it is not greater than 60 or 70, because it will not be it is not a first class or it is not a distinction where this condition is getting satisfied, because here 45 is greater than 40, okay, but less than 60 and 75. So this respective statements whatever we have here, the print. So here it will get another print statement. We got it is second, so it will show like, okay, he got passed with second class, like that. If you change this marks to some 30, so if you take it is marks equals to 30, marks is 30, 30 is greater than 40, so it will check whether marks is greater than 40. If marks is greater than 40, then it will execute the loop condition. So here so we can do that also. Marks, so here some x person marks I'm giving us some 35. So we are writing variables like if x is nothing but marks is greater than 40, then start taking the parentheses and print pass. Inside the parenthesis itself, I just classified in two ways. So first class and second class, that's it. Okay. So first here we are declaring the variable as 35. So here x is the marks and which is storing 35. First it will check the condition. If x is greater than 40, that means x we are taking as the value of 35. So it will check this condition. If 35 is greater than 40, no. Basically this condition is getting failed. So whatever the parenthesis for this if condition. So if condition parenthesis is starting at this position and ending at this position. So this body of the program will not be executed. So directly it will come to the else statements. So whatever the next line of the parenthesis is closed, that next line it will be start doing execution. So else it will say it is fail. So for this program, output will be output is fail. Okay. So here you can see this output is fail. If I change the marks, something like some 80, if x equals to 80, and again I'm taking the entire program, then enter. See here we are getting, it is showing that pass first and second. Okay. And also it is showing that else statement is also getting executed. Here first and second, because here we are writing the condition, because it is 80 is the score which is greater than 40, that is the reason it is second is also printing, and 80 is greater than 60, that is the reason we are getting first also. So here we can write one more condition. So something like x equals to 80, and again I'm taking that entire program. So here I'm doing the modifications. If x is greater than 40, then only get into this loop. And once it get into the loop, first it say prints greater than 60, it says first class. And if x is greater than 40 and x is less than or equals to 60, then it says second class. This is if statement, and if statement starting, this is one loop. Okay, now we'll see. Again it is getting fail in the denominator. We'll see. There is something wrong. Error unexpected else. The program is correct only, but why this else statement is getting executed? Let me check. Correct only. Yeah. Sorry, guys. See here, we have to write else statement once we done the parenthesis is closed off the else if statement. So here the syntax is like this: if condition, and under this we are writing the statements. So you can follow the indentation. Indentation means the space, like the neat way how we are representing. That is what we call it as indentation. So here this and this parenthesis is getting closed. So inside the body we have all these statements. The first statement is pass. Again we have this if condition. For this if condition, this is the body of the statement. For this this is one part of this if condition and respective statements. This is the second part of if and their respective body of the statements, like that. So here the syntax is if condition and indentation. Then if this gets fed, then it takes into the statements. Statement one, statement two, like that. We have the multiple statements. Once after closing this parenthesis, immediately right side of that you take the else statement. Under that again you write the statements. Okay, then close it. I just took this else after this into the next line. That is why I'm getting that error, and it is stating like that else is belongs to some other if condition, or it is exclusive statement. That is the reason it is getting executed. Now if you see this program, I think it is very clear now, because you guys already know about C language. So x equals to 75 and my condition is greater than 40. So in the next first line, it assigns the value of x equals to 75. So x is storing value 75. Then second line, it is if x is greater than 40. So where x value is 75, so 75 is greater than 40. So this is true. So it is enter into the body of the program. And the third statement we have is pass. So it immediately prints pass. Then again it will check whether it is greater than 460 or not. So this is the fourth statement. It will be for go for execution. So here x is 75, where 75 is greater than 60. So again inside of the loop we have first. So it will print first. Then again it will check the next line. So if x is greater than 40, no, this condition is got failed. Here we wrote the and condition. So and means both conditions should be satisfied. Okay, x is greater than 40, yes, because 75 is greater than 40. But when it is come to the second statement, x is less than 60, because 75 is not less than or equals to 60. So this condition got failed. We have the and sign, so both conditions should be satisfied. This condition will not be, so this body of the program will not be executed, because in this case the condition is getting set failed. So once we done the if condition is executed, so it will ignore the else part and it directly come out of the conditional statement. So that's the reason we are getting output is first and pass and first. Okay. So I think you have multiple programs like from the C manual, you take the programs and try to execute in R console. Okay. So this is about the conditional statements. Then we have looping looping statements. So we have first one is for loop. So the standard procedure again, whatever we did in the previous classes, same thing here also. Variable declaration, then conditional statement, looping statement. For in this first statement we are going to write the condition. Okay, so inside the for loop we write the statements as well as either increment or decrement operator. We increment or decrement the variable and we'll close the parenthesis. So it first checks the condition and it will get execute. Again the value will be increased or decreased. Again it will go back to the condition until this condition will terminate. This loop will be continued. Execute execution will be continued. Okay, so that is the statement format for the for loop. Here you can see item in a sequence and iteration and false. So if the false, better we go with an example. Here first we are taking the value. So here we are taking value. We are going to print the values from 1 to 5. So here we have the statement like for value. So this value should be in 1 to 5. So if I want to represent 1 to 10, I write like this: 1 is the starting point and 10 is the ending point. So this is your start point and this is your end point. Okay. So this is how we declare the variables for continuous sequence of numbers. So here value in 1 to 5. Okay, I closed the bracket and I said print value. Okay, whatever the values is there between 1 and 5, because here we are not doing any increment or decrement. It automatically we are saying that starting point and ending point between whatever the values, integer values are there, that we have to get printed. So that is the reason we are getting output is 1 2 3 4 5. That will write this one. A value in something like 1 to 10. Okay, inside this we are writing the statements. So print value, that's it. So you can see the output, that value is getting printed from 1 to 10. So first it will check value of 1, then it print the value. So how it is working means its starting value is 1. So first it takes a value is 1 inside, and it enter into the loop and printing that value as 1. Again, automatically it will increment operator, like it increase by one value and it goes to the, and what is the next value of, like, this is 1 is to 10. In simple words, we can say this is 1 2 3 4. So each time, each iteration, it changes its value. First time, first iteration it takes value is 1, for second iteration it takes value 2, third iteration it takes value 3, and whatever the iteration value it is carrying, that will be getting printed here. So these are the 10 values we are getting for this one. See, this is while loop. Here in the first statement we are assigning value as 1. So in variable value, in variable val, we are storing the value is 1. Then it will check the condition. So here our condition is, if value is less than or equals to 5, then it will take the print, then it enter into the body of the loop and it will get printed. So here I want to print that respective value. So whatever the value we are assigning, that respective value should be printed here. And we have to increase the value also, like we are using here value is equals to value plus 1. So we are increasing the value by 1. That means we are adding, every iteration we are adding plus 1 to the variable value. Okay, so this is the program. So first what it will do, it takes value as 1 and enter in, will check the condition. So 1 is less than or equals to 5. Yes, it is less than or equals to 5. So then again it comes to the print statement and it will get printed. So that time val is storing the value is 1, so it will be stored and it got printed as 1. In the next line what will happen, val equals to val plus 1. That means 1 already stored in the store of value. So it is 1 plus 1, it will get 2. So again it will go back to the condition and it will check val equals to 2 now. So 2 is less than or equals to 5. Yes. So again it will get print val. That time val is storing 2. So this, once 2 is done, then again it will check the condition. I mean, it will increase the value. So 2 plus 1 is 3. So now val is 2 and it is increased by 1. So val is 3 now.
మీకు పిల్ల చూడు.
Yes. Now the value is 2 here. So it is increasing by 2 and adding 1. Again it is getting 3. Again go back to the condition. 3 is less than or equals to 5. Yes. So print the statement of val. So it is carrying 3 now. So it will get printed. Again it is increased by 1. So 3 plus 1 will be 4. 4 less than or equals to 5. Yes. So again it get printed 4. Again it will increase the value. Now 4 plus equals to 5. 5 greater less than or equals to 5, because it is equal sign is there. So it is equal. So it gets satisfied. Again it will print the value 5. Again it is increased by one value. 5 plus 1 is 6. So 6 is less than or equals to 5. No. So it stopped doing, it come out of the iteration process or looping statement, and whatever the statement is there, that will be executed from when value is equals to 6 onwards. This statements will be executed till that time, that will be in the looping body. So for this program the output is 1 2 3 4 5. So this is how the syntax of loop will be there. So if we take here, suppose my x value is something like 0, it's starting at 0, and my condition is while if sorry, while x is less than or equals to 10. If it is less than or equals to 10, print whatever the value of x is carrying, that should be printed here. So now the value of x will be getting printed. So once we print the value, after that we have to increase the value. So x we are increasing like x plus 1. So we are increasing by 1. Or if you want to write, like you take two values every time we are adding two values in one step, 0, then it goes to 2, then it goes to 4, like that. Okay, you can see here. First x value is 0. Then it checking the condition. 0 less than or equals to 10. Yes. So that enter into the loop. So once you enter into the loop, it is getting printed. So print x. So when initially it was x value is 0 and the condition is got satisfied and it is printing the value is 0. So here output is 0. Then it is increased by 2. So here this notation is 0 x equals to 0 plus 2, that is x equals to 2 now. So what is happening again, it go back to the condition, so it will check 2 is less than or equals to 10. Yes. So again print x means that time output will be 2. Again in the next line it is increased, so here x equals to 2 plus 2, now x value is 4. So this 4 again go back to the condition. So 4 is less than or equals to 10. Yes. So that time respect to output will be print x value will be there. So output will be 4. So again it will be increased. So 4 plus 2 which is equals to 6. Now x value is 6. So again it go back to the condition statement and checks that condition is getting satisfied or not. So 6 is less than or equals to 10. Yes, it is true. So once enter into the body, the print statement was there, print value of x. So here value of x is 6, so here output will be 6. Then in the next line also we are increasing that value by 2. So it's 6 plus 2, so now x value will be 6 plus 2 which is 8. Again it go back to the condition statement. So 8 is less than or equals to 10. Yes, it is less than or equals to 10. So it will get printed. So print 8. So that time x is carrying 8, so it will be get printed. Again x value is increasing by 2, so 8 plus 2 is 10. Okay, once it is done, again it goes back to the statement. So that time again it will check the condition, 10 is less than or equals to 10. Yes, because equal is there. So it will print then output means the print statement will print the value of x which is 10. In the next statement it will increase it by 2, so x equals to 10 plus 2 which is 12. So again when it is go back to the statement, that time it will be get terminated because 12 is less than or equals to 10. No, it is not. So it comes out of the loop. It is not going to enter into the loop when it is condition got failed. So that is the reason we are getting the outputs like first time 2, then second is 4, then x 6, then 8, then 10. So this is the output we can see here: 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. First time the output is 0. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So this is how looping statements we do in the R programming. This is same like C language only. Okay. Any doubts in this, like in conditional and looping statements? Any doubts? In the next class, we'll take task 1. Maybe Thursday, first hour, I have the class, right? So in on the class, because last week I skipped the lab, so I'm going to take the first task, whatever we have as per the course. Yeah, this program will do. Write R programming to create an array passing in a vector of values and vector of dimensions and provide the name for each dimensions. So this program will do in the next class. Okay. Any doubts?